this the most important law to be passed in this Parliament, the Planning and Infrastructure Bill, which is meant to clear blockages and get Britain growing again. Or at least, that's the claim. Listen to this.
Far too often it takes years and years and years of going through these archaic processes. We want to streamline it, make it clear what our expectations are, and then deliver for people and get that infrastructure in the houses we desperately need.
But there's so much opposition on so many different grounds. So what are the problems that they're trying to solve? And does this legislation actually do that? Right, look at this. This is the Lower Thames crossing. Or it would be. It's just a picture, because £1.2 billion has been spent on this project without a single shovel in the ground. And the planning document alone runs to 397,000 pages. So what this bill does is looks to streamline who you have to consult. It reduces the number of bodies that developers have to ask permission and advice from. And, it's quite controversial, moves more decisions away from councillors and towards council officers, which effectively means less local democracy. But pro-growth campaigners, well, they're pretty happy with this bit of the bill. So let's see whether it works in practice. Now, look at this. An empty site on Teesside, where a new gas-fired power station ought to be. Well, the construction's on hold because of court challenges, costing developers £100 million every 3 months. The planning bill tries to limit the number of consultations of meritless cases, but most cases have merit, so it's not clear that this will make a big difference, and it doesn't deal with taxpayer-funded green challenges of the sort causing the delays in Teesside. Now, look at this. Keir Starmer kept saying he didn't want to see any more of this, the HS2 bat tunnel, a £100 million, 1 kilometre shed to protect an estimated 300 bats in the nearby woodland. So this bill will allow developers to pay into a nature recovery fund, which should allow building to proceed while others take care of environmental impacts. But while that plan could work for housing development, experts don't think it'll prevent another bat tunnel. And that's partly because existing environmental regulations all stay on the books. Right, getting Britain connected, massive priority for this government. More pylons through the countryside generates lots of local opposition, however. The planning bill offers £250 a year for those affected, which campaigners say is peanuts. And bigger reforms have been delayed until later. These two, now they have promised a revolution. But does what we've seen today in the planning bill actually really change the incentives to spur growth? We're only really going to know in 3 or 4 years.